Everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk about, can you manifest a specific person? It is a question that I get so much because I think there's a lot of mixed information out there. So let's just set the record straight today. And I know there's a lot of people who have a lot of different opinions, and that's fine. I am just telling you from my perspective what I believe and what I have seen to be true. And we all have the ability to create our own beliefs about what we believe is true. So take what you like and leave the rest. Okay, guys, so let's get to it. Can you manifest a specific person? It's really interesting to me. It's interesting to me because there are people out there who are doing videos and who are spreading the word that you can attract a specific person. And I've listened to the different videos, and I've had people go back and forth with me about it, that yes, you can, and that you can, using law of attraction, create a specific person. So let's dive into the first concept, because my position is that you cannot manifest a specific person. It is not possible. My position is simple. You cannot manifest another person. Let's just first go back and look at, what is the law of attraction? Okay, what is the law of attraction? Because people take these terms and they twist them all around. And let's talk about the law of attraction. Is like attracts like. What you focus on expands. But what people forget about, and this is where so many people get this wrong, is that they think that we are focusing on the thing, and the thing is the thing that has to show up. Well, a couple things about that. Number one, yes, I have manifested specific jobs, specific amounts of money, specific things. What I have never even tried to manifest is a specific person. Although, have I ever had a crush on somebody? Yeah. Did I try to apply law of attraction? No. Because here's the thing, when you realize that, first of all, the reason law of attraction grabbed me up out of victim mentality, because trust me, I was very well into victim mentality in my teenage years. I had seen a lot. I had been through a lot. I had been in compromising situations. I had been in situations where I thought I might lose my life more than once. When I found law of attraction, it was a huge relief to know that I had a hand in creating all of it. So let's put a caveat in here really quick, right? So if you're saying that you can create a specific person, and that person wants to be a part of it too, wants to be romantically involved with you, then yes, okay, whatever. Can you elicit certain things from certain people? Yes. I've gotten questions though that are like, hey, there's this guy that I really like, and I know he has a girlfriend, but I want him to be mine. How do I manifest that? Well, the thing is you need to really check yourself as to why you want to manifest that. Why do you want? Because the whole reason, y'all, that we want the things that we want is because we believe that the having of them will make us feel a certain way. Well, if you take the shortcut there, you find the feeling place, and you no longer need a specific person. Needing a specific person, to me, is ego. It's like, I have to have what I want, and I want this person, and I don't care what they want. I don't care whatever. You can't do that. First of all, you cannot insert yourself into somebody else's reality. You cannot assert your desires into somebody else's reality. I mean, let's be real. We would all be victims of each other if that was the truth. You cannot force somebody using law of attraction to be with you. That won't happen. Now, can you get in a feeling place where maybe they become attracted to you? Or when you find that feeling, here's what really happens, and here's what the people who are doing these videos don't want to tell you, is what really happens is that you get into the feeling place when you do these processes, and you realize that, see, all you're searching for in every single person outside of you is a relationship with yourself. You're searching for that connection. I mean, think about it, right? You meet somebody, you're so giddy and so excited and so in love, and you're like, oh my gosh, I love you, and they're like, oh my gosh, I love everything about you, and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't care that you chew with your mouth open and your feet stink and whatever, you guys like are so giving. And it's because during that period, the reason that you're that way is because when somebody is looking at you through the eyes of source, almost, they're just projecting this love on you. They're so easy to love. And so that's what you're looking for. You keep craving that from everywhere. And we keep looking outside of ourselves to find this love that we actually can create within ourselves. We don't actually have to go outside of ourselves. Of course, it is fun, and it's fun to have that person with you, that person that you love. It's fun to have all of that. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't. We're in this 3D world for a purpose so that we can touch and feel and kiss and love and whatever, all the good things, right? So that all makes sense. I mean, that is why we're here, but we're not here to impose our will on other people. And I've heard people say, well, you can't impose your will because everybody is a projection of you. Well, wrong, because, well, yes, but no. It's like, of course people are getting confused by what you're talking about, because basically what these teachers are telling you is that if you find the feeling place of the person, then the person must show up. And it's so simple, but I don't know why you're not getting it. You're not getting it because it's not real. What they're talking about is inserting your will into somebody else's experience, and that cannot happen. Can you? Okay, so let's talk about how it does, because some people have compared it to competition, and it is directly, well, maybe not directly, but it is dang sure not competition. That's not what getting somebody else, at least in my mind, it wouldn't be about competition. Getting somebody to be with me that does not want to be with me, or getting my ex back who does not want to be with me, you cannot get in and change all of that. Now, you can get in and change yourself and maybe elicit something different from them. So what is that? That's like so regardless of what happens, like I used to tell my son this all the time, right? When he was in 8th grade, he picked up a football, and he decided at that time, hey, I want to play college football. I want to get a D1 full ride scholarship and go to college and play football. He did exactly that. Like he focused. He knew what he wanted to do. He didn't worry about the competition. He got on that field. When he was on the field, I always used to tell him, listen, whoever you're in front of, these are big linemen, right? Because my son was on the O line. You're going up against the D line. These are big guys. Everybody's about the same size. So what's going to determine the difference? The difference is who has the dominant energy. Dominant energy is just who believes it more, who is more solid in their energy. That's who's going to win. It's who's going to win in any space in life in general. If you have the dominant energy, you are going to win. You are going to get what you want. But the idea that you're going to take that and put it on a specific person, and I'm going to tell you, I know why people are talking about this and trying to tell you, yes, you can, because it's easy to get people, y'all, when you break up with somebody or somebody breaks up with you, it is okay to keep moving on. It actually, when you release the ego from it, you don't need to go and get them back. When you start digging into why you want to get your ex back, you're probably, if you're being honest with yourself, going to start to see that there was some dysfunction, or there was like an actual reason why you guys broke up. Like, why do you want to keep going back? And I'm going to tell you why you want to keep going back to your ex, because your ex, whoever it was you were with, however long you were with them, your energy got comfortable being with that person. And your body wants to continue to get the energy or the chemicals that relationship was giving you. So your body's like, hey, dude, go and get her back, or go and get him back. We need him. We want to argue. We want to feel this way. We want to feel, jealous, or we want to feel whatever it is that was going on in there. That's what's happening. So it's not so much that you really want this person back. It's that you're stuck in this non-observer mode. You're stuck in this mode where your body is like controlling the whole game. Your body is, have you ever been in auto drive? Have you ever driven somewhere and went like, well, how the hell did I just get here? The way you got there is because your body knows what to do without you even telling it. Because if you've been doing something for a long time, your body is well versed at what happens when. So we think that it's all our mind, but if you're not present, your mind is not controlling anything. So anyway, I'm a little bit off subject. Let me get back to this. So the idea that you can create a specific person feeds into lack and ego. And I get it, right? Okay, there's parallel universes. Trust me. I've been thinking and digging with my Scorpio brain into this for 27 years. I did not just pick this up. I've been thinking and digging in my brain about these concepts for so long. And I do agree that there are all these alternate realities, right? Anything can happen. You can manifest instantaneously, really, except for the fact that your beliefs get in the way. So you are only manifesting up to the amount of belief that you have. So a lot of people don't believe they can have it right away, so they don't. But we also discount the fact that a lot of times when we talk about manifesting, we're only talking about things. But if you realize that your very first manifestation is the feeling, you start to realize you're manifesting all the time. In fact, every single day you're just manifesting the same thing over and over. So when it comes to, the people that are saying, yes, you can attract or you can manifest a certain person. I heard one story where somebody said they manifest what they wanted from their boyfriend because they said, hey, I'm going to break up with you if you don't do this. Okay, that's not manifesting a certain person or a certain thing. It just isn't. And so trust me, if you want to be free, if you want to be really happy, you do not have to manifest any specific person. Would you want somebody doing that to you? If you really think that you can manifest your ex back, think of an ex you have that you don't want to be back with, and think if you want them over there trying to do some whatever to get you to be back with them, even though you don't want to be with them. I mean, think about it logically for a second. And I get law of attraction is a very stagnant thing. Law of attraction says like attracts like. Law of attraction is all about energy and you're just tuning your dial. Trust me, I get it. But getting back specific people or manifesting somebody that is in another relationship, I mean, why do you want that? I think that it's really important to get down to the beliefs and the stories and the things that are going on. Because here's the thing. You can manifest a specific person. Okay, great, which I don't believe you can. But you could say you manifested a specific person. Okay, great. Do you think that when you manifest this specific person that it's going to be happily ever after if you haven't addressed what's going on? Because when you actually address what's going on, if you are that stuck on one single person, then you have not opened up to the possibilities of the universe. I mean, what if you actually got into that feeling place? You got into that amazing basking feeling place where you are loved and you are appreciated and your man or your woman just gets you on every level and you have these amazing conversations and all these things. What if there is an even better version? To me, when we say this is how it has to be and you start inserting the how, you really block all of the other amazing things. And here's the thing, y'all, the universe can put this together way better than you can. And I've seen it happen time and time again in my life. The universe knows way better how to orchestrate because the universe has that penthouse view. We have the first floor view. Imagine being in New York City, where it is literally all huge buildings everywhere you look. You can't see down the block hardly, unless you're in the middle of the street or on the corner of a street. You can't see down the block. You're not going to see what's coming. But the universe can see, because the universe isn't like, the highest building, the Empire State Building, and it can see all of the routes and how to get you what you want the fastest. But as we are stuck in this ego and this 3D world, we think that we need it to look a certain way. And the sooner that you release that and release the people, when you release the how and when you release the story, you will be amazed at the things that start to come into your world, because you're not holding so tightly to that thing. Because what people are not talking to you about is the resistance that it creates. So if you say, hey, I want to manifest this certain person, but on the inside you're like, but I know that they're with this other person, and I know that they don't really like. Okay, if you can manifest a specific person, does that mean, let's take this all the way? And I really want to take this all the way to really prove this point. So are the people that are saying you can manifest a specific person saying that, what if somebody is gay and another person isn't? And then are you saying that this not gay person can attract this gay person to be heterosexual with them? If we can create whatever we want in specific people to do exactly what we want, and that should be able to do that, right? No, you cannot. So that's the thing, is and I'm super jacked up about it, because I'm like, this is bullshit that you are being fed, and you're wasting your time trying to chase behind, if this is what you're doing. Hopefully you're not. You're following my stuff. You're definitely not doing that. And you are allowing a much more effortless and seamless, approach to life. Actually, and really quick before I forget, if you haven't already, go and download my Energetic Hustle. Download that. That is something I used every single day to go from nothing to something, to create everything that I've wanted, but to allow it in a way that it was so seamless and easy that I wasn't having to direct every single little circumstance. Go and do that. If you like what you're hearing, if you like the content, I would so appreciate if you would like and subscribe and hit the little notification so that you get notified when I drop another video, because I'm dropping them every week. So anyway, y'all, just remember that free will, it is not just an outside concept. Yes, you can use visualization. Yes, you can use scripting. I'm going to do videos on all of that. But you cannot assert your will into somebody else's life. If that's true, we are all victims. So let's really consider what you're hearing, not what you want to hear, but what it is. Because you may want to hear, if you're hurting, you may want to hear that you can, attract a certain person, that you can bring this person into your life in a romantic relationship. I could see more like friends, more, because that's a different thing. I think that you can decide that you want to be friends with a certain person, and you can line yourself up and take the action to be that. But I draw the line when you start talking about relationships, because I don't think, and I actually do not believe, that you can create a specific person. But what I do know that you can do is you can create something as good or even better. The key to creating whatever you want is getting in the feeling place. And why do you think that's key? Because if you just could do it based off of the description of the person, then why do you need to get in the feeling place? You have to get in the feeling place, though, and it feels counterintuitive. It's like, wait, I have to get in the feeling place to get what I want. But if I got what I want, I would be in the feeling place. Well, exactly. So you speed it up by getting in the feeling place now, and figuring out how to feel good now, and figuring out how will it feel when that happens. All of that, when you do that, you will start to amp up the energy, because everything takes momentum, and the momentum has to build. The emotion causes motion, causes us to start taking action, and causes energy to start taking action. And then when we meet, when we're clear, when we know what we want, whenever we've done the work, the things that you want show up. And sometimes they don't look exactly like you thought they would, which to me is amazing because I'm not a control freak, number one. And if I was, I would still prefer the universe to be in control, because not because I don't think that I can plan it specifically the way I want it, but I think that the whole purpose of us being here is evolution and expanding. We are expanding beings. So the whole purpose is to allow that expansion. And the way that you allow the expansion is by being open to the possibilities. So like, of course you want to be open to the possibilities. And there are so many people who are blocking the abundance and the things that are out there for them because they are so stuck on it being a specific way. You could be right now today focusing on this one person who may not even be good for you anyway, who may not even be the thing that's going to bring you the most joy, but you're so focused on them that you are not allowing a person who's in your vicinity, because you're tuned in to this thing, to creating, trying to impose your will, in my mind, that is very, very similar to witchcraft. Like, no, maybe it's not witchcraft. That is very similar to voodoo, where you try to impose in somebody else's world. And what I know for sure is that nobody can impose in my world unless I allow them to. So yeah, no, y'all, we can't attract specific people, especially in a romantic way, but you can get wherever you want to go, and you can get something that feels exactly like it. You can get that, and that's what you want to reach for. That's what you want to do the work around, is like, can I get, if you could have something, if so-and-so you think would make you feel like this, well, what if you got this person that actually took it to the next level and was like, had all these other things that you wanted too. So being open to the possibilities, y'all, is so much about what law of attraction is about, which it is based on faith. It is based on walking towards what it is you want confidently, knowing it is about the fact that all forces must bow down to certainty and conviction. Because as you walk forward in what you want, when you know that that person that you want is out there and that it's just a matter of time, and you start envisioning that, putting yourself in that space, figuring out exactly who it is, doing all of the energy work, that person will show up. But imagine how much you slow down the energy when you decide it has to be one certain person. Okay, so don't forget, go and download my Energetic Hustle if you like this video. But if you have questions about it, I am happy to talk about it in the comments. Send me an email, whatever you want to do. Let's talk about it. Let's get some clarity around this. Anyway, I'm out of here. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification button, and I will see you next week.